which will be super practical. And so the main character, whose name is Alma, just has all these really cool experiences growing up. Like, she has a really unique childhood. She grows up knowing all these really intelligent authors and just like all these really interesting people. And when she grows up, oh wait, no, before that, there's this little girl who the family adopts because Alma's mom can't have more kids, and so they adopt a girl, and her name is Prudence, and she's just like so beautiful. And Alma is not a beautiful person. She's not conventionally attractive at all. Like, she's really tall, and she has like big features, and she's just not pretty. But Prudence is gorgeous, and the two sisters are super smart. But Prudence and Alma aren't close as they grow up because they're both competing with each other. Sorry, got a scratch. I have dry skin right now. So anyway, Alma's really good at science, and she studies mosses, but she falls in love with this guy who owns a printing press, and he falls in love with someone else, and so she's really sad, and anyway, a lot of stuff happens. But eventually, I don't know, she spends a lot of time developing her own sexuality, which is really interesting, considering the time period where this is set. She, what was I thinking about? She meets this guy who does these amazing illustrations of orchids named Ambrose, and she invites him to come and stay with her at their estate, and she kind of falls in love with him, and he falls spiritually in love with her because he's really idealistic and believes in all this mystic philosophy, and so they get married, but he doesn't want to have sex with her because it's like not pure, so she's really upset because she really wants to, and he won't let her, so she's so depressed about this, and he's so miserable too, and she buys a ticket for him to go work on as a naturalist at a mission station in Tahiti, studying orchids and stuff, and so he goes, and then she doesn't see him again, and then eventually, she goes to Tahiti after a while because she got a suitcase of his that contained a bunch of drawings, and she went to go learn more about him, but Ambrose isn't there, and I don't want to spoil the reason why he's not there or anything. So he's not there, and she goes looking for him, and she meets all these interesting people, and she has this sort of realization about what life is really about. She's playing this really violent Tahitian foot game, and then she goes back to Europe. She goes to Europe and publishes a paper about what it means to be alive, and she sort of comes up with Darwin's idea around the same time that he does, that organisms change to survive, and that the will to live is one of the biggest factors that motivates any organism, because it's success or failure as a species. But she writes this paper, but she won't publish it because she can't account for altruism and self-sacrifice because it doesn't make sense, and so she never publishes it. But Darwin does, and she loves the paper that he writes because she feels vindicated, but she knows that he didn't answer the question either. Before she goes to Tahiti, she turns the house into a school for orphans and lets her sister run it because her sister's really charitable. spring does come again, it just takes